What's up YouTube? Thanks for checking out another video. My name is Philosopher, the Monotone Magic player, and today I'm bringing you a budget Golgari elf deck. That means that it has 0 rares outside of the mana base, because I think most of us on Arena have a pretty decent mana base and you can kind of just make do with what you have. But yeah, as always, you know, if the deck guide isn't for you, if the little intro isn't for y'all, then go check out the timestamps down below. You can skip straight to the gameplay. But I would ask that if you're enjoying the videos, make sure that you like the video, subscribe to the channel, and consider leaving a comment with other decks that you want me to check out, cards that you want me to build around, stuff like that. A large majority of the people that watch my videos are not subscribed, something around like 60% or something like that. So it would help me a lot if you subscribe, if you're enjoying the content. Let's see, outside that, nothing else. Yeah, nothing else. So you know what? Let's just get straight into the deck tech. So as I said, this is a budget Golgari elf deck, right? So, sorry, I'm streaming right now, or I just got done streaming, so these are from the stream. I apologize. But, yeah, so I was looking to make an elf deck, and I was like, okay, because, like, I love elves. I already have a Golgari elf deck. I literally just bought the Commander Precon elf deck, all that kind of stuff. So I was like, okay, let's build it. But when I was looking at my cards, like I had one Tyvar Kel, you know, like I wanted to build it in historic, but I didn't really have a lot of the new cards that I wanted to have, like Skemfar Avenger, Tyvar Kel, stuff like that. So I decided to just make it budget, all commons and uncommons. So here's the deck list real quick. We've got 3 Bloodchief's Thirst, 3 Llanowar Elves, 3 Dwayne's Elites, 3 Roots of Wisdom, 3 Glowspore Shamans, 3 Poison the Cups, 3 Imperious Perfects, 3 Herald King of Skemfar, 3 Okran Assassins, 3 Skemfar Shadow Sages, 3 Elvish Ambushes, 3 Poison Tip Archers, and 2 Return Upon the Tides, along with, what is that, 22 lands. So as I said, the mana base is rare and stuff because I figured everybody has their own mana base to build around. So going through the cards, as you can see, I have 3 of a lot of cards, and that's because I couldn't decide what to cut. So I just said, screw it, I'm going to cut like one of basically all of them to make it fit. Removal, we have Bloodchief's Thirst and Poison the Cup. I think Poison the Cup is an amazing new card from Kaldheim. Being able to foretell it, getting the scry, you know, kind of in those weird moments where it's like you have 5 mana, but you can't, you know, you want to play a 3 cost, so you foretell it for the other 2. A lot of the classic elf cards like Llanowar Elves, you know, some mana ramp, Dwayne's Elite, get you some tokens, Glowspore Shaman, get you lands back out of your graveyard, Imperious Perfect for the Lord effect and a token generator, and Poison Tip Archer because it's an amazing card. Whenever another creature dies, that means yours or the opponent's, each opponent loses 1 life. So that's an amazing card in terms of like finishing power. Now let's talk about some of the new cards in Kaldheim. So Kaldheim brought us Roots of Wisdom. Mill 3 cards and return a land card or elf card from your graveyard to your hand if you can't draw a card. So even if you completely miss, right, if you do play this on 2, you miss, you don't hit a land or an elf card, which you should, but there's a chance you don't, then you get to draw a card. So it's just a 2-mana draw card, which is really nice. Herald King of Skemfar. Menace, when it enters the battlefield, look at the top 5 cards. You may reveal an elf, warrior, or Tyvar card. For us, it's only going to be elves, and put it into your hand. Put the rest on the bottom of your library in a random order. So look at the top 5 and get an elf card out of it. We're going to talk about Skemfar Shadow Sage. This card has the potential to be a game ender in a very similar way of that Poison Tip Archer does, because it's a 2/5. When it enters, each opponent loses X life, where X is the greatest number of creatures you control that have a creature type in common. And lucky for us, we're only playing elves, so as many cards, you know, as many creatures as we have on the battlefield, tokens included, then this will kind of just zap somebody for 3, 4, 5, 8 damage, whatever it is. 8 damage is depending on the matchup. You kind of have to get lucky. And then lastly, Elven Ambush, which is how we're going to get to those 8 elves. Create a 1/1 green elf warrior creature token for each elf you control. So even if you just play this on curve, right, on 4, like let's say you did Llanowar Elf, Dwayne's Elite, Imperious Perfect, Elvish Vision or Elvish Ambush, that's, you're adding 4 more elves, because Dwayne's Elite would make a token when it comes in. So that's really, really nice. You can go wide with it with the Imperious Perfects, stuff like that. So yeah, Elvish Ambush is a great card. Let's also talk about Awkward Assassin. This is the last card I'll kind of highlight. It's a 3-cost 1/1, which seems pretty bad, and it is pretty bad. It's pretty shit, actually. But it has Death Touch, and all creatures able to block Awkward Assassin do so. That means that if this manages to live through a turn, because we don't have a way to give it haste, so we kind of have to show our hand a turn before we actually want to kill. But we play this card, and if it gets to attack with all of our other creatures, all the creatures that they control will only be able to block Awkward Assassin, which means that whatever else we have gets through for free, and hopefully that means lethal damage. It should mean lethal damage if you're playing that card. So that's the deck. Like I said, I wanted to make this deck with some of the newer cards from Kaldheim, so I wanted to highlight Roots of Wisdom, Skemfar Shadow Sage, stuff like that. Oh, Return Upon the Tide. That's another great one. Get something out of your graveyard. If it's an elf, create 2 1/1 green elf warrior creature tokens, and it has Foretell, so you can cast a little bit cheaper. But talking about the Kaldheim cards, these are cards that I added in the sideboard in case you wanted to play with the rares. So like Elvish War Master is great from Kaldheim. Skemfar Avenger is another one. Tyvar Kell, the Planeswalker. Herald Unites the Elves. These are the types of cards that if you want to, look to build those. Like if you want more Lord effects, right? Maybe remove a Glowspore Shaman or a Dwennan's Elite, throw in the Elvish Clan Caller. Elvish Archdruid is an amazing card, as everybody knows. So stuff like that. If you want to, feel free. You don't have to play it with no rares like I did, but I figured why not throw a little bit of a restriction, make it budget, make it so people can actually craft this deck without having to invest too many wild cards. And yeah, I got some pretty good results. So hopefully y'all enjoy the video. If you do, please remember to like the video, subscribe to the channel, and leave me a comment with cards you want me to check out, decks you want me to build, stuff like that. Go check out my Twitter, go check out my Twitch, twitch.tv/philosopher. On Twitter, you'll find me talking about Magic, talking about soccer, stuff like that. On Twitch, I'll be playing Magic or World of Warcraft. Maybe Arc, because one of my friends, Frank, over at Common Command is playing Arc, so maybe I'll be doing that in the future. But yeah, as always, thank y'all for watching the video. I really do appreciate it. I hope you have a great day, and I'll see you in the next video. Peace. Alright, we've got game 1 of our Golgari Elf deck versus Dr. Yibivator. Okay. We go first, which might make this an okay hand to keep. Because we do have Glowspore Shaman on 2. If we would have been on the draw, it might have been a little slower than I would have liked. I really wish that Commander Legends was like a legal set in Arena, because oh nice, because I would have really liked to play things like Abomination of Llanowar and stuff like this. Okay, do we need the land? I actually don't think we need it. We're already at 4. Let's go ahead and decline that. Next we'll do do we do Herald next? I actually think we do Imperious Perfect next. Oh, they actually shocked that in. Lifecrafter's Bestiary. Okay, another land. I'm glad that we put that land, that we kept it in the graveyard. Let's go ahead and play the forest side. I think we do start with Imperious Perfect, because then we get to play Herald and also activate Perfect next turn. Plus this gets us in for 4 damage instead of 3. So they go down to 13. But Lifecrafter's Bestiary, it's such a, I think innocuous is the word, right? It's like, it doesn't look like it's that great, right? You get to scry 1. If you cast a creature spell, you get to pay a mana to draw a card, which they just did there. Ooh, Elvish Archdruid. Okay, now this is budget, my deck. So we don't have the rares. This is in the sideboard as something that I would like to add, but I have not added yet. Okay, now the question is, do we do Herald and another, or do we just go, if we just do Elven Ambush, we only get 2. So let's actually do, yeah, let's do Herald, and then we'll add, ooh, Poison Tip Archer. Hell yeah, that's a good one. We'll only swing with this because we want to make another, token with Imperious Perfect. Okay, so they go down to 6. We might just, depending on what they do, it's interesting. I haven't seen Simic Elves yet. I'm trying to think of why they're going Simic. I mean, there's some good Simic Elves, aren't there? Like, is it? No, Pima is green. Is it Rishkar? Is Rishkar an elf? I feel like there was something from the Kaladesh set that was blue-green and an elf. Hopefully they're gonna help me see which one. Okay, no, Incubation Druid, that's not it. They probably will pay for that though. Now they still have, what's scary is that Elvish Archdruid just gets better the more that you play. So now they're gonna be able to tap for 4, 5 if they use Llanowar Elf. Okay, or another Paradise Druid. Are they gonna draw for that? Okay. Spectral Sailor, get out of here, man. What is the point? How? You were doing so well. You were doing all elves, and now you got a Spectral Sailor out here for no freaking reason. Okay, now. Okay, I could Elven Ambush and get 4 more. I think I just Poison Tip Archer and send it all, don't I? Whenever another creature dies. Yeah, so it's either they block or they die, right? They don't have anything to counter this because they've shown their whole hand. Let's go ahead and play this down for the green so I can play Imperious Perfect. But I think if I just swing all out, they lose, right? I didn't do any of the math. Okay, so those don't trade. That will trade. That will trade. That's 2 dead. That's 4 damage in. We win. If that's the case. Because that should be... Oh, it's 3 deaths, actually. So we do win. Hell yeah. We beat Simic. And we beat somebody who's using rares. Which, if you're using rares, there's nothing wrong with that. I literally have a sideboard to show like the rares that I would add in. But that feels good. Playing a budget deck against not only a similar deck that has rares, but playing it against a deck that has blue in it. So I don't even remember their name. Dr. Something. Forgot what their name was. But good try. Alright. Roercula. Is this just because I'm playing at 4 in the morning, so maybe that's why I'm playing against odd ass names. I guess Woodland Chasm on 1. Hope to draw into something that we can actually play on 2, because we don't want to play Dwanen's Elite. It might just be a Roots of Wisdom, which isn't the best. Ooh, I like that forest. Adventurous Impulse. Who the hell are you? Demon of Dark Schemes. All other creatures get -2/-2. That sucks. Whenever another creature dies, you get an energy. Oh wow, it gets stuff out of graveyards. Okay, interesting. I've literally never seen that card. Well, we're gonna help him out by putting a whole bunch of good shit into our graveyard. Do we want another Imperious Perfect? Yeah, why not? Now, we started out really, really slow this time, which kind of sucks. I think we're going to go Imperious Perfect into Dwanen's Elite next turn into a token generator. Are they land screwed? They're not. I thought they were. I was kind of hopeful. Okay, we'll play the Forest. We'll play the Perfect that they've seen. Very important to play the cards that your opponents have seen. And, you know, if you have 2 copies like I did there, because I could have goofed and shown that I had more than what I actually would like to show them. Now that Oracle Moldiah is really scary. We're Boding Fruit. And they only spent 2 black, so they didn't even get... And then they discard their demon? I'm so freaking confused. Like, I'm really confused, actually. Okay, so we're actually not going to play Dwanen's Elite. We'll probably play Herald. I hate calling him Herald. It doesn't look right. It doesn't sound right. We could play Ocarin and get a token. No, I think we're going to do... I could also just do Imperious Perfect and they would buff each other. You know what, let's do that. Because we have enough cards in hand for Herald. Now, we actually don't swing. Right? Because it's 3 damage now, or it would be 3 damage in a token that we generate. Now, if all these die, that would really suck. Okay, there's our second. We'll go ahead and activate this. Okay. That puts us at what, 5? We could do Ocarina Assassin into Dwennan's Elite. I don't hate it, because if we just attack with Ocarina Assassin next turn, then we get in with all of our creatures. So let's go ahead and do that. I wish we had something that would enable haste on Ocarina Assassin. We can swing with all these for free. They don't have any mana up and they only have a 2/2. But if we had something that would give Ocarina Assassin haste, then that would mean that whenever we wouldn't have to waste a turn where it's like, hey, I'm gonna do this next turn, don't do anything about it. We can actually just do it. But unfortunately there's no haste enablers in this deck. So we know that they have a Varagoth, but that would have to attack for the boast. Not exactly what they need. I'm kind of hoping that they play it, because then that means less mana and less scary stuff in their hand. Oh shoot. Grim Tutor. Okay, Grim Tutor. And they have 3 mana up. Only 1 black mana to be spent. 5 health. Okay, I was like, what the hell is gonna save you? And the answer is nothing. Nothing's gonna save them. So that's 2 wins? Yeah, 2 wins for us. Okay. Alright, let's see, that's about 10 minutes of recording. Let's go ahead and get a 3rd game in. If we have enough time, we'll try to get a 4th, but usually I try to keep it around 3 games. That's also why I play aggro decks and stuff like that, because I think, even though this one's not entirely an aggro deck, I mean it is, but it has a little bit of like some late game stuff. It's only 4 mana as the high. Ooh. Okay, double Skemfar Shadow Sage is really nice. Because we can just make them lose life equal to our elves instead of having to attack. But it's do nothing turn 1. Maybe do this turn 2, but then I miss out on the Llanowar Elf. And from there, we don't really go anywhere. I kind of like this more. Am I gonna drop a forest? Yep, because I'm greedy. I don't want to drop any of these. So I'm going to go ahead and be greedy and drop that forest. I'm hoping Glowspore Shaman can help me get a land back. And then obviously Herald can get us an elf card to put in our hand. Hey, that's nice. Okay, since they didn't play a creature this turn, we don't need to play the untapped land for Bloodchief's Thirst. So we actually just get to play the tapped land. I guess I really shouldn't have this in here either. It's technically a rare. I think mana bases don't, like whenever I do like no rares and stuff. Don't take Herald. Don't take Herald, please. Please don't take Herald. I'm waiting for the sound of the effect. Watch it already have gone off or something. I just didn't hear it. And I'm over here with my eyes closed. I'm gonna peek. Oh, they didn't pick yet. What was I saying? Oh yeah, rare mana bases I don't think count, because like if you're investing time in this game, you'll have a pretty decent mana base. Okay, what'd they take? They took the Glowspore Shaman. What an idiot. Okay, nice. I mean, I can't play it on turn 2, but I mean they did something on turn 2, but yeah, we'll just go here. The reason I say nice is because while yes, that prevents us from drawing lands, which kind of sucks, Herald is just so much better in terms of actually getting our game plan going. Is that another thought erasure? Of course it is. Name me... Chat, like, the YouTube, does this happen to y'all? Where you play against a Dimir deck that's playing Thought Erasure, and without fail, they have 2 in their opening hand. Or they'll have like a Thought Seize and a Thought Erasure. Both. So they'll Thought Seize you on turn 1 and Thought Erasure you on turn 2. Come on, you looked at my hand last turn. You're not even reading the cards because it would show me. This is so annoying. You alright, Bear? Here, I'm gonna change you up. Which one's y'all's favorite? My favorite's the next one, not this white one. I don't like the hair here. It looks weird. That's my favorite one, easily. Okay, we got a Glowspore Shaman, which we're just gonna have to play because we don't have any lands. We will play this for the forest side because I think I need more forests than I do swamps. As there's a poison in the cup and I just got a forest. Do I need it? Yeah, I do need a forest. I hate playing any Grixis deck. It always seems like that they're not doing anything until they do something that's just ridiculous. And it's just a bunch of stuff like this, like hateful stuff. Oh, I discard. You know what? We know what they're probably playing. Turgid. Discard 2 cards. Goodbye. I'm keeping Poison Tip because Poison Tip will at least be able to be converted into some damage, where Skemfar Shadow Stage would need like other cards to go with it. And they're not as good of a blocker or anything like that. Like a Reach Death Touch is really nice in case they're playing like a Nico Bolas. Okay, wrong Nico Bolas, but they are playing a Nico Bolas. Exile a card in hand or a permanent control. Yeah, see it. Oh, rip. Okay, well, do I even play this? I guess I do, right? Do I just hit their Nikki B? Their Nico Swole ass? I mean, I do, right? Yeah, I think I have to. Alright. Yeah, I don't know what's gonna happen here because there it is. There's the one I was talking about. All the Grixis, every single Grixis deck is so predictable. So predictable. I don't think I play this forest, right? I think I just pass. Yeah, just pass. Okay, Narset's a pain in the ass. Every single Grixis deck is the exact same. Grixis has to be my, like, I feel like I say this every single video about some color combination, but like, I legitimately do not like Grixis. I think it's one of like the lamest, like, color combinations. And I just lose here because I'm flooding and I'm not allowed to draw extra cards. Oh, there's the Bedevil. Yeah. Okay, well, that's what I get for trying to play a third game. We're just going to concede here. I'm not going to sit through them doing the rest of that. So what, 2 wins and a loss. And like I said, we did get kind of flooded. And to be fair, like they had double Thought Erasure into the Carnage. Into, I mean, the Nico Bolas kind of mattered. I mean, it only hit a land, so not really. And then, like I said, we were just flooding. Like, you look at our, because we had to get rid of stuff so early. I mean, that's what Grixis does. So, I mean, good job to them. But anyways, that's going to be the end of this video. Thank y'all for watching. Yeah, if you like it, like the video, subscribe to the channel, leave me a comment down below with a card that you want me to check out or a deck idea that you have for me. And other than that, go follow me on Twitter, where I talk about MTG stuff and just general ranting type stuff. Follow me on Instagram. You can go check me out on Twitch, twitch.tv/philosopher. That's where I'm streaming right now, actually. And yeah, I'd love to see y'all in chat sometime. So yeah, again, thank y'all for watching the video. I hope you have a great day, and I'll see you in the next one. Peace. bye.